Yo, what's up everybody? How is it going? Today I want to answer the question, what is Lonely Mountains Downhill? This is a downhill mountain biking game, which is really mostly about just kind of like enjoying the environment and be relaxed, or about going as fast as possible and trying to be like the speedrunner alive. Yeah, it's actually really cool. Let me show you in a second. First, I want to briefly talk about the developers. So this is made by Megagon Industries, which is a team of two that are situated in Berlin. So it's a German developer. It's their third game, all of which have been smaller indie titles. I think this is pretty much their biggest project so far. And they did a Kickstarter for this, and they actually raised 45,000 euros. And on the Kickstarter, they promised they're going to make a downhill mountain biking game. That's exactly what they did. So I'm going to be playing this with a controller. You don't have to play this with a controller. I actually spend most of the time playing this with a keyboard. I just, I don't know, 15 minutes ago picked it up with a controller. And I have to say, the controller feels a little bit more natural, but it's really not required at all. If you want to play this with a keyboard, totally fine. Not a problem whatsoever. So, have a quick look at the options here, right? Language options, you've got quite a few actually, which is cool. I mean, look at that, right? So I'm going to keep it on English though right now. It actually has blood, so you can turn that on or off. It's not really very significant amounts of blood. But yeah, display, it does have proper borderless full screen. Honestly, the general options here are very, very good, with the one big problem that audio, having only one slider and no audio while tapped out. That's just not a possibility. Which is actually a shame, because this is some really nice relaxing audio in the background here. I'm sure you can tell that just the river and like the nature sounds in general. Like I feel like some people might just leave this game running for the background noise, but you can't. Which is kind of a shame. That's something I feel like would be nice to have, and like separate audio sliders would also be good, but oh well. So let's go and start the game. Now this game is very simple, and it's kind of limited in content. It has two mountains, and both of the mountains have 4 tracks. Then it has a bunch of challenges, a bunch of different bikes, a bunch of different costumes, and then leaderboards. Sadly, the leaderboards, they're never online. I don't know, maybe I'm doing something wrong, but I have never once managed to connect to the leaderboards. Maybe they aren't online yet. Maybe they're still coming. I honestly couldn't tell you, but I just can't connect to the leaderboards, which I find is a bit of a shame, but oh well. Customization, you can see I have unlocked nothing. I'm not very good at this game. And then we've got our progression here. So what we're going to do is we're going to just go ahead and go on one of the tracks. We're going to do Mountain 2, because I think Mountain 2 is just a little bit prettier. And we're going to go down Mountain 2, and then after we're done with Mountain 2, we're probably going to have a look at Mountain 1 as well. And that's the plan. So yeah, this game has been out for about 3 days or 4 days, something like that, so not for very long. But yeah, so I got myself here, no time pressure, casual explorer, did that, and then I tried the challenges here, didn't really do very well there. I haven't unlocked the higher challenges yet. So we're gonna go ahead and just start. We've got our different bikes here, but we're just gonna do the normal one. And in we go. So graphics, very much these, it's very stylized. This entire game is very, very stylized, right? You can see now we're just kind of mountain biking. That's it. That's the entire game. We have a few options, right? We can sprint. Let me try to sprint really quick. There we go. Woo! We go fast. And we can brake, and you can stand still like that. And then of course we can just kind of pedal normally, and then just kind of turn, right? Turning is done like in a, like if you were actually on a bike where, you know, like you can only twist left and right, and then the thing will behave just like a normal bike would. And honestly, managing those controls, it is a bit tricky. Like, it can be a little bit difficult. Now, you can see the game is actually quite beautiful. I personally really like the aesthetic. I think they did a good job with it. They did do a lot of stylization here, where you can see that kind of tilt shift effect in the background. And let me actually show you something that's already like the first thing. This game is full of secrets. Lots and lots of hidden paths, lots and lots of hidden things, just in general. So this right here, honestly, I've never tried this before, but can we get up there? Yeah, come on, dude, you can do it. There we go. That was a bit of a hard one. But now we are up here, and this is not the path as it is kind of originally intended. But let's just kind of like see where this takes us, right? Like the game does just let you go pretty pretty freely. Oh. Ah! Okay. No. Oh, we did it. Okay. All right, we made it through. Okay, we don't want to run into those stones. Ooh. Where are we now? Okay, well, maybe the stones aren't the right way to go then. Oh, is it here? Do we have to jump? I am not sure where to go now. Alright, well, maybe we missed some sort of... Oh, yeah, probably just go take the path down here. And now we're back on the normal given path. Look at that. Look at that. And here we go. So, I'm not sure if we, like, skipped something right now or not. But now we are back on the normal path that I recognize. Right? And the thing is that those kind of shortcuts, like, they're all over the place. Like, even right here is a very minor one, right? We could follow the path as normal. Or... we could just kind of like, why don't we scoot in here, right? And this, there's smaller ones, there's bigger ones, they're all over the place. And to me, that's a really beautiful thing. It just adds a lot of kind of like discovery to a game that is fairly straightforward and very simple. And really, this is all the game is. It's just mountain biking. You just go down the mountain, right? It's usually going down. You hardly ever go up. If you go up, it's only very, very briefly. And that's kind of the thing. Oh, okay. That's kind of... Ah! Woo! I'm surprised I managed to make it this far without crashing, I gotta be honest. So this right here is another example where like the proper path is going down here, right? And we could just kind of scoot along here. And we, you know, we just kind of like take the proper path. Don't worry, I'm almost certain you're gonna crash in this area. And when I crash, I will show you kind of some of the other options. But, yeah, by the way, I'm definitely not making that time trial. I am taking my time as it stands right now, you know, just kind of being very slow about everything. But, hey, we're gonna go down this mountain a little bit more. This right here is kind of the tricky section. Oh, wow, I actually made it past this without crashing. Damn. I'm having a run right now. I'm really impressed with myself. Oh, man, this is not that easy, man. I usually crash a lot while going down these mountains. Alright, okay, look at that. Beautiful. Alright, and further on we go. This right here is a bit of a jump. Ugh! Almost ran into that tree, but not quite. Now, this game very much like utilizes a lot of stylization, as I already said, right? Like it has this kind of like tilt shift effect where it blurs the foreground and the background to create this kind of like very miniaturistic look. Which I think is a strong look, but I do have to say that I think sometimes it makes things a little bit difficult. Like, it makes it a little bit difficult to tell where exactly things are, what exactly are the distances of how things are happening. And that can just be something of a problem. I wouldn't say it's like a major issue, but I would say that it can definitely end up being a little bit difficult at times. And, oh my god. Okay. Alright. Am I gonna make it without crashing at all? Dude, if I make this, I'm gonna be so proud of myself. You guys have no idea. Okay, let's go ahead. You guys aren't even gonna see the brutal blood you get when you crash. Alright, let's be careful. We don't wanna jinx this now. Oh my god, I did it! Oh my god, I can't believe it. I am actually so impressed with myself. This was not what I had intended. But I'm so proud of myself for pulling it off that I didn't crash a single time. Okay. So, I guess I unlocked a new trail. Right? So we can now go in here, and now we have this new trail. So I've never gone on this one, so I guess we might as well go on it. Right, let's go ahead and have a look. Right, let's see what it's all about. We're going to go with our trusty old bike. And now you get kind of the experience of what it looks like when you go for the first time. So you can see it's just kind of like a new area. And really, the biggest thing that I personally have to give them props for, like props to with this game, is I find they are kind of like map design to be absolutely fantastic. The level design is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Because they just put so much care and effort in to make sure that there's lots and lots of shortcuts, lots of things you can explore. I'm sure if you watch somebody that's like really, really good at this, and they went, you know, at breakneck speed trying to beat the world record, they would just be flying off the mountain. Like, it would look like the craziest speedrunning. Frankly speaking, I hope somebody submits this to like a GDQ or something like that. I think that would be fascinating to watch, right? Probably like 30 seconds per track, but, you know, at the same time, that sounds pretty damn exciting, doesn't it? Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and just continue going down here. No problem. Oh, look at that, we already made it to checkpoint 2. Alright, well, so far this seems to be looking fairly simple. Nothing too big, nothing too scary. Okay, okay. Don't want to run into anything unless we have to. Oh, no! Oh, whoo! So, my biggest complaint with this game, and this is really something I feel like is fairly minor, but I kind of do have two issues with this game. The first one is this right here. You see that? The camera sometimes is a bit sketch, where I feel like what they could have done is they could have kind of blurred out or kind of made the things that appear in front of your character, like the big trees or the mountains, kind of take on like a semi-transparency. That way it would have been a little bit easier to tell what's going on. Because sometimes they do just go across your screen and take up the entire space. And that can be a little bit difficult. And I'm not a huge fan of that. The second thing is, I think sometimes, and this is largely, I would guess, because of the stylization, because of the tilt shift effect, I find it a little bit difficult to kind of estimate how far in the background something is. I'm not sure if that's just me, right? But I find it personally a little bit difficult to kind of really properly estimate the depth of the game. And you couple that with a little bit of finicky controls. The controls are, I wouldn't say that they are bad. I wouldn't say that they are world-class either. They are totally adequate, but they aren't super mega crazy tight. And so that, combined with sometimes a little bit of a feeling of lack of depth perception, can create moments where it feels like it's a bit frustrating that you died. Oh no! Ah, I died! Oh man. I was really looking forward to getting like another 0 crashes. That would have been like a poggers right there. Alright. Well. So this right here is exactly what I mean though. Like these kind of bridges, I personally always struggle with a little bit. Again, I don't know if that's just me, right? It might very well just be me. I don't want to like put too much on the game where it feels like it isn't necessarily fair. But it's just an issue I personally have had with it. And here we go, checkpoint 6. Hey, if we only crash once... Oh, no! Oh! I shouldn't have said anything. Oh, man. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and just... not address how often we have crashed. Oh, no! Oh, crap. Yeah, that's I'm just creating my own demise here. Alright. So anyway, you kind of saw a little bit of the blood right there, right? So like, even though the game, you know, it does say it has blood, like, I wouldn't consider this to be an issue if you want to give this game to a kid or something like that, right? Like, I don't see... Oh, no. God. I don't think that the blood is exactly a problem. Oh! Okay, we're still looking strong. Look at that. Sliding down that. Oh, man. So, yeah. You can see that this specific section here is kind of tricky. That's because it's like very narrow paths. And again, that's where like the kind of finicky controls with that little bit of like a problem of the depth perception makes it a little bit difficult for me personally to comfortably make it down, even when I take it slowly, right? And that's something that I find a little bit frustrating, especially, you know, like in that moment right there, again, you have the camera, but that's really it. I don't want to come across as I'm being just negative. Like, this is a fantastic game. I think for the target audience, right, this is gonna be perfect, where it's just what it says on the box. It's just downhill mountain biking. And oh, you need to do... Okay, so this is another little bit of an issue with the camera, where if you're going towards the camera, it can be really hard to tell where exactly it is you're going and what exactly is coming up. I wish they didn't do those sections as often as they do them, right? Like sometimes I understand that it's unavoidable to go towards the camera, but they do spend a little bit more time with it than is really necessary. And I kind of got stuck right there. Oh, no, 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 no. Ah. Yeah, okay, this section is tricky. Okay, we made it past that. Alright, let's kind of like go over here again. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And... No, 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 no. Yeah, we slid off just a little bit. Alright. Thank you very much. Yeah, okay, we made it past our little kill zone. Oh, these jumps are difficult. Yeah. That's like far and beyond the most difficult section of the mountain so far. Whew. Alright, let's just kind of take it. Maybe not that slowly. Yeah. Alright. Nice. Got that. Oh, god damn it. Yeah. This is... Hey, it can be a bit tricky at times. And, yeah, okay. Alright, just barely made it past. Oh, how does that kill me? Oh. Alright. I guess I did hit something, but, like, oops. Feels like that necessarily, you know, like I might have been fine right there. Alright, take a little bit of the turn here. So the game is $20, by the way, in case you're wondering. So it's not very expensive. Not necessarily like the cheapest indie title either, though. Wait, what killed me? What? Huh? How did I not... That was a little bit weird. So you again, you see, this is kind of what I mean with the with sometimes it's a little bit hard to tell, right? There's just these kind of like 3 minor issues, and they just add up to moments where it can be a bit difficult to tell exactly where you are, where other things are, and so on. Oh, that seems like that's almost like a secret path. I wonder if you can actually take that. I mean, you probably can, right? I mean, not the way I did, but... Ooh. Oh, man. Alright, this is going downhill steep right now. Alright, we gotta kind of engage our brake a little bit for this one. Alright, brake, boys! Alright. Nice, we made it. And... water. Okay, let's try to not drive into the lake. That will probably be a bit awkward. And we made it to camp. There we go. There we go. So, one last thing I want to show you is I kind of want to show you what it looks like to try and find these these shortcuts, because there's lots and lots of shortcuts in here, as I already mentioned. Right, lots and lots of shortcuts. They're all over the stage. So this is kind of like an area where I have been trying to like shortcut my way through a little bit. Oh, there we go. So let me maybe show you first what it actually looks like. Right, so normally you kind of go down like this, and then around here, and then around here, and then you just kind of go down there, and then you're here, right? But you can just kind of like go here, land here, and then there's some sort of way you can land in there. And I haven't figured out how to do that yet. But I have figured out this section. Well, almost. Like I know I know where to go. It's just I'm not flawless at doing it yet. But to me, this is the really kind of like neat part here. You could even like kind of try something like this here, you know? Oh, look at that. Didn't even know that existed, but there's like another shortcut right at the very start of it. And we can actually make it. Look at that. Alright, and then we can slide down here, and let's see where that takes us. So that's like past all of that section, and look at that. Straight to the first checkpoint. And like that took us, what, 15 seconds? Right now, if we restart the run. Let's take this. Let's just take the normal track. All right, let's just kind of like go along here. Just go the way it's in, like the way it's obvious. All right. Let's see how fast we can. Oh, maybe. Maybe we need to make sure to not run against that thing. But I'm trying to go a little bit quicker right now. You know, so that we actually have like kind of a fair comparison. But we, ooh. All right. So this took us about 18 seconds, right? And if I now try again our kind of like secret spot up here, if I get it, which is of course just a tad bit tricky. Oh, ow. that's a little bit brutal. And we made it, and then we go down here. Well, if I don't screw that up, that's probably 11 seconds. So you can see that these shortcuts do really matter. And there's like a lot there, and I think that's really, really cool. Anyway, that's pretty much all I want to show you from Lonely Mountains Downhill. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to leave a rating on the video. Would definitely appreciate that. Like, leave a comment, let me know what you want to do next. And please do actually engage with the video, you know, kind of share it or something like that. You know, if you have a friend that might be interested in this kind of game, because, you know, like, I'm really hoping that I can continue making these videos, and I really need them to get views to be able to do that, though. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to leave a rating. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.